Hey guys, we're going to talk really quickly about the overhead squats for 15.2. A couple of quick points here. First, if you are very comfortable with overhead squats, if it's a movement that does not hold much fear for you, then you might want to adjust your stance a little bit. If you get a slightly wider squat stance than normal, that can help you get depth, get down below parallel, without having to go quite as deep into your hip, which will make them a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Also, if you narrow your grip width a little bit, just a little bit inside what you normally do, that can also give you a little bit more stability without quite as much fatigue on the shoulders. So if you're really comfortable with overhead squats, a slightly wider stance and slightly narrower grip, we're not talking big changes, just little adjustments, might be beneficial. If, however, overhead squats are tough for you, don't change anything. Go where you feel comfortable. The most important thing here is that you have balance, that you are steady, that you are consistent with these reps. The more time you spend fighting that bar and trying to stabilize, the more fatigued you'll be and the longer the sets will take you. And that's not good either way. When you're going to break on these overhead squats, I encourage you to break with the bar on your back. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. But I don't want to put that bar down on the ground. When you put the bar on the ground, you're making yourself snatch again. And every snatch you do is going to be more fatigue on your forearms, going to be a little bit higher heart rate, and it's going to just be more work that you have to complete before you can finish the round or the workout or whatever it is you're going for. With these overhead squats, I do encourage you to break them up. For many of you, the weight that you have, especially for the set of 10, may not seem that intimidating. But the name of the game here is keeping your heart rate down and keeping lactic acid from building up. And to do that, we want to break early and take little bitty breaks. So I'd much rather see you do 3 to 5 reps, bring the bar down to your shoulders, take 3 to 5 seconds to rest, come back up, and do it again. If you feel like you're going a little bit slow at the beginning, that's a good thing. You want to pace it out. You want to make sure that you're not spiking your heart rate. A little bit of an aside here, but when your heart rate spikes, typically is after you've completed the motion. So if you're doing overhead squats, you may feel great during those 10s or even during those 12s. 10 unbroken, you're feeling great. You drop that bar. As soon as you turn, as soon as you're unloaded, that's when your heart rate actually starts to come up. And if it's starting to spike as you're going to that pull-up bar, you've just made your pull-ups harder. And for most of us, the pull-ups are the key to this workout. So you want to make sure you're taking plenty of rest in those overhead squats to keep yourself fresh, to keep your heart rate relatively low when you go to those pull-ups. I'm going to show you what I mean about pacing out your overhead squats. If I'm comfortable with the squat snatch, I'm going to start there. One squat snatch. Break and then bring them around my shoulders. Take just a second, back overhead, and finish out the set. I'm not going unbroken. I'm not rushing. I'm just moving through these reps as easily as I can until I'm done. Right? Resting on your back makes life a lot easier than snatching. Taking little breaks makes life a lot easier than going unbroken.